Kalispera and good evening. I'm not in Brussels, actually. I'm in Greece on private basis, but I wanted really to join the conference, and I'm very honored to share the panel with Mr. Firbas Yannis that I have been working for some time now, particularly since I joined DG Mare, and I do deal with maritime regional cooperation. And he explained very well the context, particularly in the Adriatic and Ionian. And now, coming late to the conference and the discussions you had, I'm sure you refer to the blue economy in the way it deserves to it. But let me remind a couple of figures, not of the economy itself, but of the importance of the sea and the oceans, because from the European Union and the European Commission side, we of course deal with all these global challenges around Europe before we come to the specificities of each region. And I will say a few figures because we often forget the importance that sea and the economy around it maintains for all of us. So 71% is the surface of Earth covered by sea and oceans. And 55,000 kilometers is the coastline of the EU, which is almost as big as Russia and US coastline together. To this, if we add that 40% of the EU population lives in coastal areas, and if we add that we expect, according to OECD and our own figures in the EU, that the value of the turnover that we can have from activities around the sea, the so-called blue economy, would be 1 trillion. It's almost the double of what we have today. So it means in 1 decade, we can have the doubling of the benefits we have from the economy around sea and maritime activities. It is without saying that approaching the sea with the mind of sustainability, and I will come to that, and I'm sure you really covered it in long during the day. We have learned from the past. We have learned from all the activities that we developed on land, and we know what is really the impact we can have also if we do and if we undertake activities at sea and around the coasts without any consideration to biodiversity, without looking into the circularity, without caring about the future generations. I'm saying all this because the new Commission and the EU operates under the umbrella of the Green Deal. The Green Deal really asks for a transformation of our economy, and we cannot only promote, therefore, blue economy as something which is very important for the countries, very important for the EU, without looking through the umbrella and under the umbrella of the Green Deal. The Green Deal as such did not have a strong accent to the blue, although it is part, I mean, blue and green are very close as colors. We had to remedy this, if I can say, miss in the way things have been presented in the Green Deal, because we did adopt a month ago, on the 17th of May, the Commission presented a new approach for the sustainable blue economy, presenting exactly how we would like to see the development of those sectors that they form the blue economy under Green Deal. And when I say all the sectors, it means that both the traditional sectors that I'm sure you covered, from shipping, from tourism, from fisheries, aquaculture, to the new sectors, the offshore energy, for instance, algae, or biotechnology, all these need to come with the consideration of sustainability. And when we say need, it means it's not just ideas the EU put in place. We need really to fund things that comply with these objectives. And when my friend, Mr. Firbas, earlier on expressed really the way that we need to work with the mainstream programs and how we can benefit from all the funds that they come to the different countries regarding the RRF, the Resilience and Recovery Facility, or the new programs that they come, whether they come on research, whether they come for infrastructure, they need to comply with the biggest objectives that we have set about biodiversity, circularity, about the digital way we look into our economies. So we really need to look on all these sectors in a kind of harmonious way. And we have an instrument in the EU which is called Maritime Spatial Planning, which is exactly the tool used by the countries to, no, I would not say limit the uses, but try to bring synergy between the different possible uses of the sea and the coasts. Because there is competition. The space, I said, we have a very big coastline, but of course we cannot use all the space for all the activities. And very often, close to the coast is where the biggest competition exists. So I think we really need to look into these tools of designing the uses that the countries and the regions really would like to promote for developing blue economy, and also listen to the stakeholders, because at the end, these are the people that will be investing or benefiting or impacted from all the decisions taken. I would like to come also to the role of the regions, because when we say regions from the EU perspective, it's not just the regions within a country. I think Mr. Firbas made the connection to the Adriatic and Ionian, but in the Mediterranean, we have much more regions, sub-regions, when we look into the Western Mediterranean, for instance, where cooperation between the countries can bring the added value in the way we address the challenges and the way we invest to common projects, because this is the whole idea. I mean, the macro-regional strategies or the sea basin strategies, like the one I described now for the Western Mediterranean, 10 countries there, EU and non-EU cooperate. In the Adriatic and Ionian, we have EU and non-EU countries cooperating on matters around the sea. So there we'd like to see, indeed, the flagship projects. We would like to see common research projects that they lead to business ideas. And there is a lot of work already in this field. And we are looking into the results now. The countries will benefit from a lot of funding. And if the ideas in place have been coordinated properly at national level, I know Greece has already presented its national RRF plan. I think very good ideas there. Focus as it's deserved to many of blue economy topics, but also looking to our neighbors, looking how we cooperate in order to set up this bigger framework. I think in our neighborhoods in the Mediterranean and beyond. So this is, I think, these are the things I would like to highlight, let's say, from the broader perspective, and also to recall that talking to our neighbors, it's not just the EU. Indeed, I said earlier that EU and non-EU countries on both sides of the Mediterranean, and cooperating with them, we have a very good dialogue in the context of the Union for the Mediterranean. There have been ministerial declarations this year, back in February, with objectives that mirroring the objectives of the EU on blue economy, on Green Deal. So we really need to work with them and try really to have this sustainable look for our activities in the seas and our costs. I will stop with that. And of course, I will be with you for any questions or comments. Thank you very much.